exciting episode of Kevin's Toy Box, as at long last, Ghost has finally arrived at the household. After being misplaced for 4 months, she's finally here. And I was so excited about his arrival that I've already taken her out of the box. Thankfully, there isn't that much to say about him from taking her out of the packaging, except for one thing. It seems like they came up with a new tail attachment, a ball joint that's very similar to Beast of the Mesozoic. So once Ghost puts his tail on, she's not gonna be able to take it off. I would start off by saying that Ghost has a really nice glass eye, but unfortunately it's really tricky to get it shown on camera. But when you can get the light to hit it at the right moment, it looks incredible. Probably one of the best glass eyes yet, on par with the Allosaurus. And thanks to Chaos Theory, we have a very good idea of what Ghost's head looks like up close. So I'd say this is a fantastic representation of him. Even capturing little details like the teeny tiny spikes on the chin, harder scales on the head, and that weird random scale on the lower jaw. Now the upper teeth do look a little oversized, but teeth at this scale are really hard to get right, so I can give them a bit of a pass. And the inside of the mouth still looks really good, fully painted and everything. It's not just the teeth that are oversized, Ghost also forgot to trim his toenails. But I do really like the coloration of the feet and how it transitions with the rest of the body. And it's the same story with the hands. Nice coloration, odd length of claws. Maybe if they were sharper they wouldn't look as out of place, but since they're kind of blunt, it's just kind of distracting. And even though Ghost has a very limited color palette, she still rocks this look of having that grayish white and then the stripes transitioning between brown stripes and gray stripes. This is one of the rare occasions where it doesn't look like Mattel cut any corners on the paint. So despite the length of the claws and the teeth, it's a very appealing looking toy. I'm not gonna bother showing off articulation as it's basically unchanged since the last small dinosaur toy. But also because the rest of this video is basically gonna be a lot of comparisons. Starting off with Hammond Collection Delta, the first of the small dinosaurs to get these new proportions that we've come to expect from the Hammond Collection. Now, while Delta is lacking in paint in certain areas, she definitely has better looking claws. Although I'm mainly just talking about the claws, the feet and hands still look better on Ghost. Next comparison is with the Pyroraptor, which introduced the new neck joint, which I'll admit is not nice. The one on Delta was so much better, and I kinda wish they kept it for Ghost as well. But I do like that there is a clear size difference between the three raptors. It seems that Ghost is the bulkiest and the Pyroraptor is much shorter and slimmer, despite being poofier. Our next comparison is with the first Ghost toy we got. What a way we've come! The Hammond Collection just has this way of showing off how cheap Mattel is with their initial release of certain species. This is why a smart person would learn from these and not spend all their money on the upcoming Rebirth toys, because the Hammond Collection versions will blow all of those out of the water. Which is saying something because the Rebirth toys are already blowing us out of the water. So it's a good thing I'm not known for my intelligence and will probably just get Zane to buy all the toys anyway, and then spend even more money when they eventually come to the Hammond Collection. I don't have a problem, you do. Our next comparison is with one of the best Velociraptor toys, Battle Damage Blue. I never was able to find the Hammond Collection version, but even though this is one of the first Raptors to ever come out, it still holds up really nicely. Next up, let's compare Ghost to Santos. Woo boy, was I wrong about their relationship. I thought Santos was the mama, but it turns out she's the evil stepmom who sells the kids when she doesn't want them anymore. This does lead to a funny story though. The night we got Ghost was the night before Chaos Theory Season 3 released. And if you've watched the ending of Season 3, you'll know what happens to Ghost. So I guess you could say we may or may not have jinxed Ghost's death in the show, and I feel really bad about it. I'm gonna run away now as we get to the last comparisons. Here's Ghost compared to Brio Thomas, Golden Thomas, Ultimate Valtryek, and Molly McGee. Despite my minor nitpicks about the toy, I'd say this is one of the best Hammond Collection toys, and that's totally not because I'm biased about the Atrociraptors. But I am very excited for when the rest of the pack comes out. I'm more excited for them than the original Raptor pack, honestly. I'm also praying that Mattel, for whatever reason, decides to make a figure of the Handler. It doesn't even have to be Hammond Collection. I'll buy the regular version. I need the complete Atrociraptor family. So maybe my hype for this figure is mainly coming from my hype of Season 3 and how peak it was. Or maybe it's because Zainreborn's favorite scene in Dominion was the Atrociraptor chase scene. Or maybe I don't need an excuse and this toy really is that great. But what do I know? I'm just a random lizard on the internet. Goodbye.
Hey guys, thanks for watching the video from beginning to end. If you want to see more, subscribe to the channel and join the Zainreborn community. See you in the next one. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye.